Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. It's kind of been a long time since I have sat down and filmed a new video, but I thought that it was the perfect time and the perfect day to do this. So I just got done eating lunch with a family member and now I'm back home about to start painting on the baby girl's room and got a bunch of stuff to do because we are currently remodeling the whole entire room from the floors all the way to the walls. So that's a lot of fun. But today's video is going to be about baby names that we love but will not be using. So I figured I would get a few names from my husband that he loves and didn't love, and then a few names, of course, from my own self that I loved and that I didn't love. So let's start off with boy names because I'm having a girl, so let's start with boy names. Top favorite is Lucas. We really love the name Lucas for a boy. If we had a boy, that would probably be his name, but we're having a girl, so that's not the case. But the top favorite was Lucas. We really like the name Finn, Finn. So that could have possibly been a future middle name for Lucas, but we really like the name Finn. My husband's few favorites were he really liked the name Finn, of course, and he liked Benjamin, or Ben for short. He really liked that name, and I'm not exactly sure why. I wish he was here so he could explain his side, but he's not, so I'm just gonna have to tell you the names that he really liked. So he liked Benjamin, Finn, and he really liked Isaiah. For a boy, for the names that I liked, I really liked Lucas. That was my top favorite. There's not really a whole lot of boy names that I was really thinking of, but I really liked Ollie, Ollie. I really liked that name, and I just thought it was like a cute name, and it's not too short, not too long, so that was really cute. Or you can name it Oliver and then just call him Ollie for short. I'm not going to get too boring with the boy names because I'm just going to be pulling names off the top of my head. So let's go ahead and get to the girl names. We picked the name Maya for our little girl. Since we didn't have a boy, I wanted my husband to pick out her name, and if I would have picked out her name, it would have been different. But I really love the name Maya, and my husband just basically was going through a list of girl names, and that's the one that really stood out to him. So that's the one that he picked, and he loves her name, and he doesn't plan on changing her name. I ask him, every once in a while, are you sure you really like that name? Are you going to change the name? And he's like, no, it's not changing. Her name's going to be Maya. Her middle name is Elizabeth. Now, I would never use it as a first name, really. I like that as a middle name because it was my mother's middle name, and it's just a name that has been around in my family for a long time. So Elizabeth is her middle name, so her name's going to be Maya Elizabeth. Now let's get to the names that we really loved but didn't use. Starting off with my husband's. He really loves the name Hope and Faith. Now, I don't know why. He really wanted to continue that thing. I don't know. I might have to sneeze. I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry. Allergies are going crazy, but he really likes the name Hope and Faith, and he has a daughter named Grace, so he wanted to do Grace, Hope, and Faith. And if you don't know or are not familiar with the Bible, those are very common names that are in the Bible, or just like words in general that come from the Bible, and he really likes those. But I wasn't really the biggest fan of Hope or Faith, so unfortunately we didn't use those, but I'm glad he found a name that he liked. Now, for some of the names that I really liked, some of them you might think are kind of bizarre, but I think that they're just beautiful and pretty. One of my top favorites are Luna. Is Luna. I really like the name Luna. To me, it just symbolizes like space and the moon and just something that's bright, a bright star. And I really think that that would fit my child's name very well. Another name that I liked is Willow. Now, I have a dog named Willow, and I know that my husband would never let me name my child Willow, or I would even love Willa, like Willa. And I know he would never let me name my child that, even though I think it's a really pretty name. So I named my dog that, and I get to call her Willow, and she loves her name, and she knows her name. So I have like a child now that I can call Willow. If I would have been able to name her Willow, then I would have had to change my dog's name to something different. But that's not the case, so for my dog it is. Another name that I really liked was Esme. I only know one other Esme, and she is my friend in the Netherlands. She's a really pretty girl, and she's really nice, and I just love her name so much. It's so pretty, and we would probably spell it Esmee, which is how you spell her name as well. But I really loved the name. It was just not a favorite for my husband, so we couldn't go with that name, unfortunately. But I mean, if I have another girl, I might be able to convince him to name her as May. I really love that name. Another one. I don't know how you would pronounce it, honestly. Like, that would have to be something that I would come up with in my own head, but I will tell you how it's spelled. Annelie. And I would pronounce it Annalie. That is one of my all-time favorite names. It is actually the name of my best friend's mother. She recently passed away from cancer. It was very sad, but she was a very strong woman, and she was a very happy woman even though she was sick. And I don't necessarily want to name my child that in honor of her, but I mean, that would be something that would really warm my heart. And if I was my child, I would feel very honored to be named after someone like that. So I really, really, really liked that name, and like, it was one of my top picks, but my husband didn't like it. So I mean, we both have to agree on the name. I can't just, go out on a limb and name my kid whatever I want. So we both gotta agree on something, and we did. So I mean, we're happy. Another name that I really liked was Lizzie. It's not a very common name. I don't really hear it a lot. It would be Lizzie, and that would simply be short for Elizabeth. Now, I wouldn't name my kid Elizabeth. Like I said, I wouldn't use it as a first name, but it's just so pretty to me, Lizzie. And you could pair something very simple for a middle name, and I really like that name, and that is what I was dead set on. I was like, I'm gonna name my child that, and not changing my mind. But the more I thought about it, I was just like, maybe I could find something that will be better. But either way, I got to incorporate Elizabeth in her name, so I was happy either way. Another name that I really liked was Noelle. Noelle. And I just really loved the sound of that name. It really makes me think of a happy time, like Christmas, and just, happy thoughts. There's songs that are like the first Noel and stuff like that. So it's just a really happy thought whenever I think about that name, and I think it's a really pretty name. I really, really, really like that name, Noelle. And my husband, he liked it a little bit, but he didn't really like it a lot, so we couldn't go with that name. Another name that I really liked was Sailor, and that would be Saylor. I found it after I was searching for a long time for a name, and it was just a name that kind of popped out. It's sounds pretty unique to me, and you hardly ever hear it, but it's something that wouldn't be completely bizarre if you did hear it. So I thought that was just a really pretty name, and you know, it's cute for a baby. So that is some of our top favorite names that we love but will not be using. I hope maybe if you're searching for a baby name that one of those names were good for you, or that I could help you name your baby, or that you just loved watching this video and hearing about baby names, because baby names are so precious and there's so many names out there that you hear, sometimes a lot, sometimes, you know, a little bit. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. I am excited to make another video for you guys after this. Not sure what's coming next to the channel, but hopefully it is something that y'all will be entertained by and actually want to watch. I thought about making like a video of me remodeling the girls' room, but I don't know if you would be interested in watching the progress or the process of it. So if you are interested in that, leave a comment down below if you want me to make a video showing the stages of remodeling their room and getting it put together, because right now there is no walls in the closet, no floor on the floor, and the paint is, I have the first coat on some walls, and then I still need to paint the other walls. So if you want to see us remodel the room, let us know. I mean, it's kind of a little bit too late to start from the very beginning because I haven't filmed that, and I mean, I have before pictures, but like I don't have any videos of it. So yeah, we're just basically, we got the paint picked out and it's on the walls, and we just have to put walls up in the closet and pick out a floor that we really like. We don't know if we're going to do hardwood or if we're gonna do carpet. We just gotta pick out one that we like the most, and we are ordering her crib soon, so that will be in there. We just bought a baby swing, and I've been buying like decor for the room. So like, you might see this huge unicorn that's sitting beside me. This is a very big unicorn, and it's gonna go in the girls' room, like, because we're doing like a rainbow theme and the walls are gonna be pink, and so it's just gonna be really cute and the girls are gonna love it. So hopefully maybe I can vlog the process, and hopefully the room looks really good whenever I get done with it. I'm not doing it all by myself, so don't worry about that, but it is going to look really good whenever we're done. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about baby names and just a big long ramble at the end. But if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and push the subscribe button. We are very close to 140 subscribers, I think right away, and our goal is 200 by the end of 2020. So help us reach our goal if you would like. Make sure you like this video and leave a comment down below what you think. If you want to see, you know, the process of the remodel of the room, just let me know. And let me know what you would like to see next on the channel. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.